Hi, welcome my beautiful, lovely people. How you been doing since we last had this whole video interaction? So, just a little message I wanted to share with everyone is, this is a time of great transformation, great destroying of old ways, old structures, old beliefs, old patterns are all being cleansed and taken away from us. And basically, we've been blessed with an opportunity of a new growth and a new beginning. Very powerful time. And we in the eclipse gateway. So in Capricorn season, new Moon Capricorn, 25th, 26th. Then we're going to have our lunar eclipse in January. Saturn and Pluto conjunct also in January. So a lot of energy focusing from now, taking us into the new year. Big stuff, big energy. Eclipses are powerful, right? You can feel them before they even happen. So that's why my last video was so serious. And then also, you feel them like just before, as we hit them 2 weeks later, then at the lunar eclipse that also happens, right? Another 2 weeks. And then it takes you this energy into the next 6 months. Yeah, into 2020. Welcome. So we are transforming and restructuring our lives. This is the time for soul contracts to be basically reviewed. So what does that mean? Soul contracts. So anybody that you interact with, work, family, friends, love, anywhere where you go to a place, even if it's out, not even like a situation, a place where you gather, any place, a restaurant, wherever. And like maybe you liked it, now you won't. What's happening is these soul contracts around eclipses come for reviewing. And basically it looks like now whether you need this or don't need this. So this is a time when either jobs can, like you're working here, you shift and move into a new job or lose a job now. Health also becomes reviewed. Yes, your health. These eclipses are powerful, so watch your health. Drink plenty of water. Headaches, nausea, tummy aches, throat aches, feeling ill. People getting admitted to hospital either for mentally, emotionally, physically, every single way, because basically your soul contracts are being renewed and you need to be extracted from that situation to review and heal, either physically after you haven't been taking into account everything that's been happening. Eclipses are powerful gateways. They are there to cleanse, help you heal, shift your energy in some way, shape, or form. So that's another thing that comes up. This is also a very powerful time during eclipse energy for souls to also move on. Yes, it is a time for that as well, where they transition to the next life. Soul contracts now come up for an end. So all these things, or even like I said with jobs, I think I'm even going to speak about relationships. I don't know if I mentioned that, but anyway, relationships too. Friend works, you and friend click, and then next thing it don't click no more. Contract has now come to an end. You'll actually go through some sort of like a situation of anger, frustration, some sort of deception. Remember, illusions will also be like, now you have to see the light. You have to see the light of the solar eclipse. You have to be enlightened and see it for what it is. Everything now is basically up for review. Your relationship with others, relationship with places, relationship with yourself and your higher self. It is the greatest blessing of all, because we get to restructure and basically change things and let go of old ways and move into something new. Perfect. So anyway, I wanted to share this before I do any of my videos or anything. Sometimes I basically will think of it and like, oh, I'm going to do this. And I basically always play, not, just in general in my subconscious mind and my intention that I've set. Intention is so important. And I set intention that, someone will reach out, basically, well, someone or some sign or something will happen, or someone will speak to me, or something will happen, basically to say, yay, time is right. So I thought about doing the solar eclipse video, and shout out goes to Virosha Governor, who basically helped me and became my divine angel. So shout out to you, Virosha, for basically sharing, with me and holding space with me and being my messenger. Thank you. Back to Capricorn. The energy is intense. Solar eclipse, new moon in Capricorn. right? Jupiter is in Capricorn. Woohoo. So we got the moon, sun, Jupiter, South Node, and we got Pluto. So much of energy in Capricorn. So I want you to think of it like this, whether you're a Capricorn or not, because in your birth chart, you will have Capricorn placed somewhere. Somewhere, somehow, somewhere, it's there in your birth chart. If you want to know more about your birth charts, you can welcome to contact me for readings, so I can see how the energy is directly affecting you. So all this energy is placed in Capricorn and is basically like a radio shouting that something needs to change. It's saying like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Everything is focused in that area of Capricorn, which is physical. Well, our physical things around us are, and even with relationships are physical, material wealth, as well as structure, because it's ruled by Saturn. So how is these things going to change for us in some way, shape, or form? And change comes sometimes through a crisis. So be very careful with these eclipses. And I mean careful in the sense that what you're putting out there, what do you want to truly receive from the universe? If something is coming to, like, you gotta either get, like, you know, really serious about a relationship, work, any dilemma, even health right now, be very, very stern with yourself, and like, not stern, but like in a Capricorn manner, be like, okay, look at this. Where do I take responsibility? Because Saturn is a planet of responsibility. So we're going to feel this heavy energy because we are releasing and purging. South Node is so important too, because the South Node is everything from the past, South, everything that's previously happened. Things that are happening now is going to basically make you think of that time. That time when you didn't stand up for yourself. That time when you said yes, but you wanted to say no. That time when you were violated, or like some hurt has occurred. And now you're asked to basically maybe experience it, not in the same way, but in a different way, in order for you to reevaluate. So contracts are coming up. Remember I said that. So you're going to be forced to reevaluate your life, restructure your life. Look at things from a different perspective. The South Node is a lot to do with, like I said, the past, all our subconscious beliefs, all our addictions. Yes, addictions. Addictions isn't like you can have an actual physical addiction or a emotional addiction. People pleasing is an addiction. Wanting to always do everything, perfectionism, all types of subconscious feelings that you have. Or either it can be even to the point that it becomes an addiction of being released. Or even love can be addictive, just like loving someone to such an extent that you don't even give them the chance to grow. You don't, because you're taking responsibility for everything, you're supporting everything, but you're not giving them the chance basically to be their own person, be their independent self. So all of those things are coming up right now. It will feel heavy. It will feel like a crisis. It might even feel like a complete just emotional time of like, what is this? What is happening to me? My life. Oh my gosh. But it's a beautiful time. It is a very beautiful time because we have Jupiter trine Uranus. Remember I said Jupiter is also in Capricorn. See, everything is in there at the moment. And what is happening with that trine? Jupiter allows for basically angelic wisdom to come through, meaning like you might speak to someone, you might watch a video, you might read something or read it previously and now have a deeper understanding of angelic wisdom. All of a sudden, the right person, the right thing happens that comes through and basically makes you see your situation in a different way. We have the trine to Uranus, which is basically for your divine wisdom. You are being downloaded with information, meaning like you might just feel so exhausted during this period and all that way as well, where you just need to rest. And in that sleep state, you will get some divine wisdom. You will have a dream. You will just wake up and be able to be, just all of a sudden see the situation differently. So angelic wisdom, meeting of people coming through. Divine wisdom is where basically something just while you sleep state or in basically your daydream state, meditative state, you get this moment of clarity. So clarity is coming in the situation. Don't be looking at it and be like, oh my God, what am I to do? Where do I go? How do I, I just feel like I've been dealing with the situation on and off for years, meaning like it might be a different person, but the things that you're experiencing has happened to you previously in some way, shape, or form. And you just feel like, oh my goodness, maybe take for example the emotion of low self-worth. Previously, you just like, had very low self-worth and accepted less, and now you see yourself in a different, and you thought like, okay, I empowered myself, and now you empowered yourself, and then a new person comes in to the situation and you feel yourself devalued in your worth all of a sudden. Now that is now the opportunity for growth, for you to relook at that and see, how now can I more empower myself to move forward? We're restructuring our entire lives, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So all of these things need to change. If your health has been coming up for you, it's time for you to take some rest. It's an important time now for us to even want to do energy work on ourselves, either through meditation, yoga, or either come and see an energy worker like myself. Because your energy is basically being realigned by the planets, and it can become such an intense time because all this energy, sun, so eclipse, new moon, Capricorn, Jupiter, Capricorn, and then we have our south node as well, and then we've got Pluto there. All of this energy is like channeling through you like a radio. So think of it like a radio frequency, and you can hear the sound and it's all coming at you, and you don't know which way to move. How do you reshuffle? How do you regather? How do you balance yourself? How do you see it differently? So important for that to now really embrace this energy and allow the clarity to come in. Allow for the divine wisdom to come in. This is the most spiritual time there is. Very, very spiritual time because of all the planetary placements. As you can see, it's an energy flow that's coming to you, that is like directed at you right now with this energy flowing, guiding you in some way, shape, or form. But it will be focusing on some things that you've dealt with previously, or emotions, or situations, or relationships. You could have experienced something in your childhood in some way, shape, or form, and now you're seeing it through a relationship that you're within, or a love relationship or friendship. All of these things are coming now to you. You must remember, Capricorn is the energy of strength, responsibility, structure. It's very powerful. Remember that power is very important. So what that means is it's a powerful shift of energy that's happening. But also you will experience, because of it being such a powerful time, people being very strong in their convictions about certain things and wanting to dominate. Because it's a powerhouse. Think of it. Powerhouse Capricorn, who does all the work, who basically, is like, this is what I need to do, tries to organize everything, wants the structure, wants things to flow in a certain direction, is now focusing all their energy on to all of us as a collective. So what happens to us as individuals, we will feel the pressure of it from outside influences. Everybody's like, can feel this energy coming, whether they're aware of it or not aware of it. If you're aware, great, because you can work with it. If you're unaware, it's difficult because the pressure's there. And then maybe you are the one either dominating or feeling dominated in some way, shape, or form. Best time now, because of the purge with the South Node, is to release and surrender. The more you struggle with it, the more you fight with it, the more you don't want it, the more you resist it. All you're creating is that when you go into the 6-month cycle, for it to continue like that. So what I pray and I hope, as you're listening to this divine message, that you are able to release. Don't be in that power struggle with yourself. Like, power struggles with ourselves happen. Oh, I should be doing this. Oh, I need to do that. You are now dominating yourself and putting all this pressure on yourself. It happens. We human beings. We are human beings. We're experiencing human things. And we need to just let go a little. Surrender. Surrendering now is so important so that Trine can actually help us receive the angelic and divine wisdom we need right now to shift into 2020. The solar eclipse new moon is on the 25th, 26th. That's the energy of it, but it's going to take you it takes you into 2 weeks, and then the lunar eclipse happens, and then all the way into the next 6 months of the year. Wishing you all the best. Love you.